Welcome back. My name is Robin and thank you for joining me. You know, I was editing that first video that I made in this series about my decision to go on a semaglutide. And as I was editing it, I realized that this section of the video I wanted to cut out. And at first I thought, well, maybe I just will delete this altogether. But I think this is a really important part of my journey that I'm on. And this was like a very brutally honest moment with myself that I think a lot of you can relate to as well, about fears surrounding losing weight. We say we want to lose weight, but then the actuality of it is that there are psychological reasons as to why we hold on to fear. And I just decided that I would make this very short video to include this section of where I was talking about how I was feeling about that, just because I want to come from a place of honesty. And you know, I don't have everything figured out, and you're gonna see the rest of where I ended up after a few months on a semaglutide. I don't want to sort of give away the ending, because I don't want to sort of give away all the things that what ended up transpiring during that, because you're going to see that in upcoming videos. But this was just a really brutally honest moment I was having with myself as I was blogging, that I had to admit the fears that I had surrounding losing weight. And so I just want to include this here. This is just sort of a little bonus episode. So here it is. So all of this to say that I have recommitted to myself. I put a ring on it and I'm committed. And one of the new changes that I'm making, which may sound controversial to many of you, depending on where you stand with certain treatments and pharmaceuticals, is that I've decided to go on a semaglutide, also pronounced semaglutide. So if you don't know what a semaglutide is, the brand names are OZEMPIC, Mounjaro, Wegovy. These all fall into that category. So tonight I start my first dosage, which is a very small dose, and I'm on a journey now. I'm committed to this for the next 4 months, and then we'll see where we go from there. I have a lot of fear. I have a lot of fear about this journey. And that's just the truth. I'm afraid to lose weight. I know that. I'm afraid to lose weight, that I'm going to get flabby, that my skin is going to hang, that I'm not going to look well. Right now, my skin is full because of my weight. I'm afraid that as I lose weight, I will show more like wrinkles and saggy skin. I won't look as youthful. I'm afraid that eating is going to become a chore that I don't want to do. I'm afraid that I'm going to miss wanting food and craving food, because this is supposed to sort of take away all that food noise out of your mind. I'm afraid that it's going to be hard for me to eat, and then I'm not going to get the nutrition that my body needs so that I don't suffer a lot of muscle loss. I'm afraid I'm going to have a lot of muscle loss. I'm afraid I'm not going to commit to the exercise part of it that will help me retain my muscle. I'm afraid I'll go off of it and gain all the weight back. I'm afraid I'm going to be judged by people. That one isn't as big of a fear, but it's there. Because inevitably, if this works and all of the lifestyle changes works, I'm going to have to admit that I did this and that this is what helped me. I feel like I'm going to have to admit that on camera, so that if any of you are feeling inspired by the changes that you see in me and you think, oh my God, Robin, what are you doing? And inevitably people will ask you. People are always going to ask you, what are you doing to lose weight? And in the past, I could be like, diet and exercise. This is the program I'm following. This is how much I exercise. And yes, I will still be able to say that, but it will be dishonest. if I don't share this other part of the journey. So there's a fear of being judged because I judged others. I did. I judged others that I knew were doing this. And there's just a fear of losing weight. There's a fear of being set up on a pedestal by anybody and being an inspiration to somebody, because I will let you down. I will let you down inevitably. And that's scary to me. I don't like to let people down. So yeah, I have a lot of fear. It's hard. It's hard to feel this much fear about losing weight. Because in the past, it was like when I was younger, I'd be like gung-ho, I'm going to start this program, I'm going to do this thing, and I'm going to get this weight off, and I'm going to be hot and sexy and feel great. And yeah, sometimes I felt that way when I lost weight. Sometimes I didn't. Sometimes it stirred up a lot of issues from my past that I've worked very hard to deal with. And I'm still working hard, and I will continue to. But my past has shown me that I'm a failure. I've gained back the weight and more. The past has shown me I don't know shit. How can I tell anybody else anything when I have not stayed successful, which means I've failed? That's a hard and bitter pill to swallow. But that's just the honest truth. So I'm just trying to figure this out. I don't have anything figured out. The more I learn, the less I know. So let me know, can you relate to this? If you're honest with yourself and you've been struggling with your weight the way I've been struggling with mine for many years, I'm not blaming myself for having gained weight, or at least I'm trying not to blame myself. I know there are reasons that have to do with emotional and psychological reasons, as well as real hormonal type reasons why this happens to women when they go through menopause. I just wonder if any of you can relate to the fears that I discovered within myself. And I had been journaling about that as well, about those fears. And I just wondered if that could resonate with any of you and what you feel might be holding you back as well from really committing to weight loss. And there's no one single magic bullet that's gonna make it all happen for us, but I feel like was a very important step and component to going on this journey of getting really honest with myself. And so anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you and look forward to seeing your comments on these videos and the upcoming videos that I will be releasing soon about this. Yeah, so stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this video. If you feel like this series is going to resonate with somebody that you know, then please share this with other people. And I look forward to hearing from all of you. Well, until next time, I believe in you. I love you. I think you're doing great.